I can see your stream is just a background at the moment. It says, please wait, we're live soon. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and I can hear something. Now we're streaming.
Hello and welcome everybody. I really hope this works. Are you in there? It's been some time. Oh, and Bruce also wrote in the chat. RC Rita. Hello everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I will try. Stop laughing, Bruce.
I'm not laughing. No laughing here.
So yeah, what do we do? Do we start with the best of share and get this infinity thing? No, I want this here. So we have a special guest that, how do I do this? No, I looked in the wrong camera actually.
It's wonderful. I can. Whoa! I'm just drifting off into the distance.
Oh my god, this is complicated a bit. Now the viewers will see me maybe. Do they hear me? Hold on. I think. Oh, that's bad. Hold on. So, dear viewers, now you should hear me and Bruce as well. I don't know how this works. We have
this
a lot.
This is why Mario gets the big money.
Yeah, right. So there's a lot of comments. Good mornings. Hi, that was cool. They saw you, so that's good. There's some echo, by the way. Sorry, Luis. I don't know where the echo comes from. Oh my gosh. So I had plans what content to say in this video, but my plans just crumble at the moment. We have a guest. Yes, we have a guest, and the plan is to have. Why do I keep looking into my Sony cam? I don't know. The plan is to have a lot of guests. Hold on. We switch to the cam and Skype. No, I would love to have my cam and Bruce in the same picture, but somehow it doesn't work. The plan is to have a lot of you guys in a Zoom meeting, which should start. I mean, I could start it anytime now. And then, do I now? Speak. You might have speak on when Bruce speaks. Yeah, that maybe is the problem. Yeah, the plan would be to do a live giveaway. I never did this and I thought it would be funny. We have a speedy bee. No, sure, I already tell them what it is. No, we will make this. We'll make this more interesting.
It's your show. I'm just sitting here watching.
So, it's still. I will. At some point, I want to start, but maybe we wait a bit more. We have like 17 active viewers. Hello 17 viewers. You would already be enough to fill up the Zoom room. Let me know how much of you will be able to join via Zoom to actually show themselves, or just at least talk to me via Zoom, and so that we can do the giveaway. Because if it takes some time, then we will start the Zoom thing a bit later. Let me know in the comments. Maybe use headphones. Yeah, that's what the streamers do, right? They use headphones for a reason. Yeah.
No, if you're really professional, you have those little Apple iBuds to show how rich you are.
Yeah, sure. Okay, 20 viewers. Tiago Ramos, thanks a lot. Snoopy FPV. I'd join Zoom, but kids are here. That doesn't matter. Kids are fun.
Maybe he means someone would hack in him.
We can. What can we try? Can check the desktop. Oh. My internet is really slow now. Maybe that's because of the streaming. Shit. Ah, anyhow.
Fine.
So here, very cool with iPads. Justin Moisi from Tirol. That sounds funny. Are you locked up in Tirol? Yeah. Let's just see if we start this Zoom meeting, what happens. I don't know.
Murray, you're in Austria, aren't you?
Yes.
Yep. So the guy that asked, that's where RCSchim is from, Austria.
Oh, thanks for reading the comments and helping me out. That's I need a co-host, so. So I will mute here. So guys, I think the Zoom meeting that I posted, I have it in the link of this video. In the description of this video is a link to a Zoom meeting with like the meeting ID and so forth. So you could join there and be, maybe. And it would be like cam and Zoom window. No, it works, okay. So this would be the idea. And there's already a first. But I only see a ring light. Oh, what's that? A visitor. Hello, visitor. It's large. Can I hear you? Visitor number one, can you say something? Thomas might speak. Maybe my internet is overloaded.
Is it still? The original Runcam Eagle with secret.
Thomas. Hey, there's a second Catman. Catman texted me or like sent me a message today that he will join. Very nice. Can I have the Skype thing? Vita. We have turns out that's my first time using Zoom on the stream. So I'm learning as we go. That's what I want. I want the gallery view. Like this.
You really should try and stream. It's so much.
It's a bit much, right? I was hoping more from the technology advancements. What's with my... Okay, my task manager is going crazy. No, but it's only like 4 or 5 Mbits of upload. I should have 20. But yeah.
So fiber or do you give yourself?
It's cell and landline combined. It's a hybrid solution, but not a very good one apparently.
I'm lucky. Yeah, I've got. Right.
Now I hear somebody else, but I'm not sure if this will work. Die Gwen, hallo die Gwen, schaust mir zu, wie ich mich blamier. Hello from Minnesota.
Everybody hear the tapping of white canes? The blind leading the blind as we try and sort this out.
So, I guess soon. Zoom doesn't show any pictures. That's a pity. We would have 4 participants, but we cannot see them. That's not how
It's all my fault because I don't zoom.
Oh, it even tells me that it doesn't get enough like bandwidth on the stream. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry about. There you are. Okay. Will it be... Bruce, I hate to ask you this, but could you turn off your camera at least?
I can do that. Then you've got to find out how first. Hang on, let me look. Now I've disappeared. I'm gone, but I'm still here.
It's very nice to still have you in audio, but I'm trying to save bandwidth here. But apparently, I'm not sure if it's enough bandwidth.
Yeah, I've got the greater radio, perfect voice.
Yeah, but Zoom still doesn't go like it should. Zoom, you're a disappointment. Maybe it's my line. Okay. Sorry, guys. I really wanted to do a giveaway this way, but with like only 4 or 3 participants in the Zoom meeting, that would be too easy for you 3 guys. I mean, it's 33.3% of a chance to win something. That's almost too easy. So, and I'm kind of disappointed that I don't hear you guys there. Or maybe they speak to me and I don't hear it. Now I hear somebody in the background. Okay.
I can hear you.
Ah, no? I hear somebody.
I think I just heard
This feels like I was using a 64 kilobit modem, or what was it, 5880? What was it, Bruce? You still know this. The old modems.
Started with. No, I look with. Listen. And
Oh no.
just a second. I took ages to watch Netflix like that. It was terrible.
Yeah. I think not
Oh,
totally.
Well, I've got a. I might be able to come on bail out of the Skype and then see if coming in on Zoom makes everything work. Maybe the Skype's just bringing everything down.
Yeah. Your internet connection is unstable. Also, Zoom tells me this. Yeah, maybe I'm completely alone then, but maybe it's time to end the Skype call. Thanks a lot, Bruce, for being on the show, even if it was a show full of failures.
Did you post the Zoom link in the
Maybe
comments or something? Did you see if I can click on?
Yeah, please try it. Please try it, Bruce. Okay.
So
thanks a lot.
give that. So,
Bye.
sayonara for the moment.
Hope to see you back soon. What's up, sure. Skype. So, you soon, guys. Can you tell me something? How do we do this? I will try it this way. This way. Maybe this works now. Okay. There's Snoopy FPV, FPV Sneep. Ritter Friedrich. Greetings.
Now, richtig. It's nice to hear it properly. Americans, it's Ryder Friedrich.
Okay. It's still choppy, and I'm disappointed. My internet line should give me like 20 Mbits, and now it only uploads 3, and it doesn't work. Anyhow, we will wait. I could maybe do the following, and yeah, now Zoom tells me something. Maybe I should pause here. I should show you guys should be about. That's in the Zoom call. We wanna open this. This will be. It's a stack. An F and ESC and Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, everything. And
Hey man, what are you drinking over there?
that's what it looks like.
Work, I deserve this.
This. I should. Okay.
There's a
there's
bookshelf. Check out the bookshelf.
bad connection.
Yeah.
Oh, where does it go? There. Of course, spec and 5 parts, barometer to one of you guys. I wanna look, and I see the Zoom.
I can't see it. It's
Now, Now the
Bruce, you
Zoom
broke it.
thing, stop even, yeah?
Am I
Connection for
anything?
this. Still be able to. In the Zoom call.
It's crashed.
Sneaking into there.
Support center.
Okay, okay. A bit more time to dial in. Maybe with you can. I don't know if it really affects my streaming. It's still the streaming upload is shitty. Down the video. It
Okay.
works so nice now. Thanks.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah. Can you please repeat? With Bruce. If Bruce wins, Batman 2. Like the most anticipated RCSchim 3. Short and pain. It was the number 3. 3 is Mr. Ritter Friedrich, or Friedrich Ritter, as we would say.
Super. Wunderbar.
Congratulations.
Danke.
So now that we got this out of the way, oh my God! I saw you. Hello. Yeah, we should like the happy winner. Can
Appreciate it.
I get the speaker view. So we see.
We won, buddy. We won.
Congratulations.
Oh man, and this all with my stable internet connection. Okay, so Friedrich, can I call you Fritz? Are you really in America?
I'm in America, yeah.
Okay. It's still a bit choppy. Fritz, I'm happy to send my contact my contact at SpeedyB your address. Make sure to leave me a comment or better even a mail. Can you write me a mail with your shipping address?
Can I just put my email in the chat here?
Yes, but I could also give you mine here in the chat. It's shim@gmx.at. So you don't have to give your email address away for everybody. You should see mine in the chat.
Oh, it's just in the Zoom.
Yeah. Just take this mail address and gotta make sure that it's the right one sending me a mail, right? So
I put it in the Zoom chat, my email.
yeah, okay.
There we go.
And clearing the iPads too.
Yes, you can bring the iPads in. All right, mates. We're about to do the school run with the other kids. So.
I'm so gutted I didn't win. So gutted. That's true.
Yeah, sorry, Bruce. You had the chance.
Yeah.
You really had the chance.
Because I really need another flight stick now.
Yeah. Now it looks like it works quite nice, but yeah, I would have hoped it worked this way the whole way, but yeah. What can you say?
Now we know
What
for
do you
next
want?
time.
Maybe next time. Maybe I can do an upgrade of the line speed. I will take a look at this. Now we have 10 participants. So yeah. Thanks a whole lot for the Zoom participants. Even if it doesn't work too well, at least it worked for Fritz, which is nice. I will try to get this off the cam now and make sure that yeah. Okay. I saw your mail address, so everything's fine. Just send me your mail. Send me a mail with your shipping address, and I will forward this to SpeedyB. Which leaves me with the idea of not much else, to be honest. Some window in again.
Hello.
Sorry.
So, Mario, when you're writing your new book, The Art of Successful Streaming,
this will be a
And
big
got a
chapter
history.
of it, of course. Oh god, this is so bad. Close the chat. Yeah, bandwidth is slow. Okay, so
we should do
guys,
this every week, Mario.
pardon?
We should do this every week.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
For your entertainment, at least. No,
Why
want
not?
to
I
do
would
it
jump
more
in.
often.
Yeah.
Justin Moisey, you are too late. Sorry, guy.
Oh, sorry.
You missed
Well,
all the action.
I was on the bus, so it was a bit hard. I'm the guy from Tirol.
Yeah, and you have an English name, right? Or is it?
Yes.
Okay. So you were skiing in Tyrol and they kept you there.
No, I was at the friend's place
Okay.
and was coming home with the bus, so it was a bit hard to do a Zoom meeting on the phone.
Okay. Yeah, it was also hard for me, as you see. It didn't work. But I don't even know what I stream at the moment. Probably just the background.
Yeah, there's only the background.
Oh god, that's terrible. Okay, so what do we do? Keep zooming or end the zoom and keep streaming? I don't know.
Who knows? Any questions?
Yeah, maybe those few guys here might use the chance to talk to Bruce and ask him something. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to know anything.
He's from what?
Me?
Yes.
No.
New Zealand.
Yeah.
New Zealand.
Oh.
My dad also
Maybe
used to
I
live in New
know.
Zealand.
There's not many people here.
True. It was a triathlete.
Yeah, it's getting cold now down here because we've had our summer. Didn't last long, so I'm not looking forward to the winter.
Yeah, it's the other way around in New Zealand and Australia.
Yeah, our seasons are reversed to you guys.
Yeah, that's
Well,
the way it
because
goes.
it's the other side of the world.
Well, below the equator anyway.
Yeah.
Ooh, is that you, Mario, singing?
No. Did you think I get drunk on the live stream out of
Yeah.
frustration?
You should watch Bot Grinder's stream in a few hours.
Oh yeah.
Who watches
Bot
Bot
Grinder's
Grinder?
stream.
Yeah, everybody watches Bot Grinder.
It's quite a character, yes.
I also watched Joshua Bardwell
Yeah.
and Rotor Riot. Also not bad.
We fell asleep with that.
Lullaby.
Something like
Oh
that.
my god. Looks like
Crazy.
currently the stream is actually working, which surprises me a bit.
Oh, you must have a pretty flaky. Have you got, with wireless, it's probably dependent highly on the amount of other people using that link at the time.
Yeah, and probably Friday afternoon or evening is not the best idea because everybody
Yeah.
uses their Netflix and stuff. And
Yeah, that'd be it. I've got a wireless link for my workshop, and it used to be very good when it was first put in because there weren't many people using it. But now, if I try and use it after the schools are out, it's just worthless.
yeah, maybe that's the issue here. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
A gift from Zoom.
This meeting no longer has a time limit. thank you for choosing Zoom.
Oh, Zoom is generous. Bruce,
So Zoom was singing.
This must be the
There's looking after me. Little Friedrich.
Beautiful and sweet.
So is that Zoom singing?
I knew you were the
I don't know.
This is weird. Very weird. Maybe it's their way of saying you've been online too long.
Yeah.
I think it's just instead. And it's really,
Nope, definitely
it's really
not.
just Justin, and Justin wants to blame his dad for singing.
Nope, definitely not.
Then it could be Catman. If we're all silent, the border tells us which one is singing.
Your dad
I don't
is
believe
singing.
in you.
Your dad is singing.
Yeah, now the coward stopped singing. Okay.
Anyone tried Express LRS?
What?
Express LRS.
No, I haven't tried that
Why not?
because I've got Crossfire.
So have I, but you know.
I still believe
Open source is better, surely.
I should convert all my FreeSky R9 stuff to.
Yeah, I've
LRS.
got 10 R9 receivers sat here in the module, so I want to go over.
Yeah, because you never know what version's on what, and it never works properly, and I've never had much luck with it.
Tutorial.
Huh?
You need to do a tutorial so I can do it.
Crazy.
Okay.
Mario, quick question. Is it true that you're from Steiermark?
No, but quite close. It's Lower Austria, Niederösterreich.
Ah, Niederösterreich.
Mario,
And I was right, it was Justin's dad singing.
Mario.
No, he's not even at home.
But I'm muted. Didn't I mute?
I'm with you.
I think it's Zoom. I think it's actually Zoom itself, isn't it?
I think it is.
I miss you, my son.
That's why I don't use Zoom.
Ask to unmute.
Yeah.
So, I muted it. Ask to unmute. And really, it's my. What the fuck? I really used Zoom the first time. Yeah.
Demonetized.
And yeah, I don't know. They're making fun of me. Justin's dad is a bit annoying. Justin's dad is about to be kicked out of the Zoom meeting.
Shut the fuck up, nigger. No one's.
He's not here.
Mario, I wanna play Mario.
It is Justin's dad.
What the hell?
I kicked somebody. I'm so proud of myself. I kicked him out. I didn't report him though. Oh god. This is why now I could show my video, I guess. Great question. Will it work? Start video. Fail to start video. Another fail. There's so many fails in this thing.
So I have to remove it.
No,
Justin's
that's the
dad's
same
back.
thing. That's the same thing, Bruce, as before. If
Justin.
OBS runs, it captures all
Who
the
the
things.
Your dad is actually.
Who the heck? Who the heck is pretending to be my dad? Who the heck is doing that?
That's the trouble when you publish a link publicly.
Yeah, that's a big freaking problem.
Oh, now I get it, Justin Moisey. Somebody is making fun of you, not of me.
Yeah, I've noticed
Good thing.
that.
Good
You
thing with
gave away the
StreamYard
link in
is
the
you-
bus. Tell me.
Good thing with StreamYard.
Remove.
Can you please? Ah, now it's gone.
I kicked him once again and reported him. This behavior cannot be tolerated.
Lecker, was ist dem Rätsel?
Nein, ist kalt. Beim der tut an einem Livestream unterschreibe ich manchmal was dazu.
Not just mit beim Rätsel da.
Sorry for that.
What a disaster.
Yeah. Now I totally get it, Bruce, why you don't stream.
Or use StreamYard. You can stop people coming in. It's so much better.
Yeah. I should research this better for the next time, I guess.
Yeah.
Twitch streaming works better.
Yeah. Okay. Twitch is too modern for me. I'm too old for Twitch, I guess.
And just normal YouTube live stream.
Yeah.
Do they have streaming on GeoCities and Bebo?
GeoCities, right? That's where I had my first
What is
page.
Or AOL?
GeoCities?
Maybe AOL has streaming. We don't know.
I have no idea.
Okay,
CompuServe,
guys,
that's where you find your streaming.
I'm afraid the content is getting very thin, even though we have
It
Bruce
is.
on the channel, which is a shame.
Yeah.
I have
It's
one of
like
the
my hair,
most
it's very
well-known,
thin.
YouTubers here on the channel. And I could only get 25 views out of this, Bruce.
So is this good content?
Sure it is.
This question comes a lot from this one Canadian camera vlogger. What's his name? Camera
Conspiracies.
Yeah, you watch him.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
great.
he's good. Yeah,
He's
I love
weird
him.
but great.
Yeah. Let's hope the Canon cripple hammer doesn't appear.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Who knows Rotor Riot?
Yeah.
I haven't
A
heard.
bit
of
commercial. They're very commercial, though. They're always pushing the product. But that's all right. They're going to make a living.
Skidoosh joined, at least in the chat.
Ooh.
Warm welcome to Skidoosh. That's a friend from China. An
I
American
found
guy
finding
living in
those
China.
on Omega.
Oh no.
No,
Not again.
on Zoom. I found finding us on Zoom.
This is so shitty. I can't do this.
I wanna fuck your mom. Thomas, where's your mom?
Remove. It's totally taking overhand. He now has
You'll
to
be
create a
back.
new user.
You'll be back.
Does somebody of you fly tiny whoops?
Yep.
Tiniest of my whoopsies is like this here. See if you see it on the stream.
I haven't got the YouTube stream on. Wait, I'll have it right away.
No, don't
Mobile.
put it on. It will stutter for all of us then. Yeah. So the
Lost
Gap
even.
RC Rocket Light.
That's not a tiny whoop. That's
Yeah,
a
it's
2-inch.
not tiny, but it's tiny enough for me.
Okay.
I
Sonny,
used
what?
to have tiny whoops. Like, no.
I'm getting an eShim QX65 in 2 weeks or something like that.
I have an
That's a
ancient
move.
e-sheen here. That's
Well, I've only got one quad, so
yeah. You don't need a lot of quads if you don't crash. But yeah.
Yeah.
got one
This is
Blake
the-
Conspiracy
this is the quad.
220.
So Mario, you need a lot of quads, right?
If you don't
Good
crash,
joke.
you're not trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Correct.
Or you own a DJI and you're too scared to fly.
Need at least 20
I
quads.
don't need all of them, but I don't crash too often, to be honest.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
But
So-
it's most of these
Sean,
quads is thanks to
Tuppy.
you guys, because those are all review quads, or most of them.
I've got more than you, Mario.
not the really old ones. I bought the immersion thing. No, that was also a review.
How are you, my grandson?
I think I bought this one here.
How are you, my grandson?
Oh no, at least it's John Cappy. You're not the annoying one,
Thomas,
right?
what's that in your hand?
Oh, I'm honored that you feel I'm not the annoying one.
Thomas, what's that in your hand?
I can't make the stream any worse, but then again, you never know.
Don't stop trying though. Give it a go.
You can try, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a bit occupied with removing this annoying stranger all the time, but who cares? Oh god, this is.
So Mario, you've got a lot of quads on your wall. Unfortunately, I've given most of mine away. What are you going to do with them all?
I keep them for the random flight. And do you know what's funny? This IKEA pack wall system is actually more expensive than the quads on it.
Shut the fuck up.
How much is more expensive?
But it's definitely
You are very cheap,
extremely
not expensive.
nice and flexible.
XJ, where is your hair?
I outgrew it.
Where is your hair?
This is so shitty.
Serious question.
Can I close this meeting
Yes.
now for, make it a closed session?
Has someone got
Lock
any
meeting.
tips
We have
for
locked the meeting. No one else can
tuning?
join. Hallelujah.
Yes. Yes, someone does have tips for tuning.
Okay, because I have no idea how to tune my quad and it doesn't fly quite as well as I wanted to fly.
It's probably the pilot.
Guaranteed in my case. But,
I would say actually fly fine.
yeah, but the thing is, if you Betaflight stock tune is pretty good unless you're really a good pilot. So maybe you're a really good pilot, because I just leave mine. I very rarely tune my quads. The only one I've tuned a bit is the Beta FPV, this thing, which the motor's running really hot. I had to wind back the D term a little bit.
Check that out.
What?
Well,
What?
I thought
What you got? Oh, you just got something.
That is the Emux Baby Hawk HD.
Ooh, I got the baby.
Great.
I got the Baby Hawk Freestyle. Oh, Tiny
Man,
Hawk
I
on it.
would
Tiny
love
Hawk
to
Freestyle.
review it, but I didn't get it yet. It looks good.
We have got a live unboxing going on here.
Hold on. Catman, keep
Bruce.
talking, so we will have you in a big view.
Oh, it's so exciting!
Don't stop talking.
Really?
That's, oh my god, that's a live unboxing. Oh,
Live
Zoom
unboxing.
meeting. Come on, continue.
Someone
Don't
record
stop
this.
talking. Don't stop talking or the picture will be small. You can even sing if you want.
Yeah, sing in the background. That'll work.
Live unboxing. I'm under pressure here. This is my first unboxing.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Do it
sorry.
right and you can start a YouTube career out of this. Catman.
how much did that cost?
I think it's $300.
He might hear. £45.
How many? How much?
UK, this was £250, so that's
about $300, I guess.
about $315.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll bind it up and fly it. Come on.
I'm not happy.
Indoor flying.
It comes with the TBS micro antenna, which is shit, isn't it? Tomorrow's maiden.
Maiden now. Come on.
No.
We can do this.
Crossfire version? Is that the one you got?
Oh, it'll take me an hour to update it.
Nah, I've got a battery. Let's go.
Battery.
Need a longer lead though.
Look at that.
When Bruce tells you to fly, you gotta fly, man. You gotta fly.
At least give it
Tell him
a
no.
yeah, give it a test glide at least.
Test glide.
It's a quad and not a plane.
No, it doesn't matter.
Can you glide a quad? Well, you can. You can glide it to the ground.
Yeah, well, it's the only way it's going to go. People don't test glide stuff. When I was a kid, when I was young and dinosaurs roamed the world, we test glided everything. But today we just fly small windowless buildings and they don't glide.
Now, always do a test flight, line of sight, and then rip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Saturday tomorrow, so Saturday is 50 packs day, and they always fly 50 packs on Saturday.
50 packs?
I've only got 3.
You don't want to buy... Well, don't buy the DJI drone. You'll bankrupt yourself if you want to fly 50 packs.
No. Take 5 squads, 10 packs for each quad. Good day's flying.
You must have been very rich before you bought all those batteries.
Okay, the quad wall. Here's the quad wall.
Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
You're talking to a man who owns 50 quads, at least 50 quads.
And you fly them all.
Your money with you, so spend it. They're all flown.
Yeah. Well, you can send it to Mario. Give him a super chat.
No.
That's why
I would need a quad super chat.
Sure.
Yeah, the Hex is brilliant. Now that you want one of these. Now that's brilliant.
He's got one. Mario's got one. He just reviewed it.
I'm supposed to show it, so Banggood's happy.
Yeah, all sorts of batteries. Flies on 650s, 850s, 1000s, 1300s. Flies on everything. Brilliant quad. Love it. And
That's
go have both. Go have both. Have the LR as well. Wait, God.
But look
I'll
at
tell you the
this
best
nice boat.
The best quad still is probably one of the oldest quads. The XJB 145. We fly that every day for 3 years and it still flies well.
Sounds like my ex-hover, my old ex-hover MXP200. That's been the rescue quad for I don't know how long.
Yeah, I'm flying.
It's still...
Giving up on analog. I'm flying analog and DJI. I've not given up on analog.
Same here. About 80% of my flying's still analog. I love it.
Yeah.
I could only afford that Chuck Attitude V4s. So...
What's Catman?
Show yourself. Yeah, it's taken a few years to get 50 quads though.
What's your goal? How many do you want to have in a year's time?
I was supposed to have no more quads, and then the Emacs came out.
So do you build yourself or just buy ready to fly?
I spent the first 3 years building, but the bottom flies are so good now. There's no need. They're so good and so cheap. There's no need. As long as you know how to fix them, that's all that matters. But yeah, there's no need to be. I don't think.
Good
Fix
point,
them.
Catman. I don't want to build any more quads myself either. Maybe if I have enough time and
flying time wasted. 3 hours building a quad. I'll still go and fly 30 packs.
Definitely. That's the same for me.
I haven't even built the quad.
You young people. When I was young and dinosaurs around the world, we had to cut down our own balsa trees, mill the wood, dry it. Things were different back then. Now you just walk in.
I'm probably older than you.
I tried to build a balsa wood plane. I've even once built the balsa wood glider.
Oh, moment. Do I still have it?
And I've even flown a real aircraft.
I was about to grab out a wooden copter frame, but I didn't find it, sorry. But I once had a wooden copter frame with a multi-wii copter board on it. Bruce, do you remember MWC?
Yeah, I remember the old days. In fact, I go back further. My first multi-rotor had 3 helicopter gyros on it.
Okay, that's even harder.
Yeah, that's what we did. Tricopters with helicopter gyros, and they were really hard to fly. And they drifted
then,
badly.
David Winterstein had this tricopter with the KK board, right? That's where I jumped into it.
Yeah, I've got KK.
Yeah.
I've still got a lot of KKs if anyone wants to buy them.
I've still got flying on F1 boards. Flying perfectly.
Yeah, I've got NACE 32 boards. I've got heaps of those. NACE 32, Revision 5, Revision 6.
all day.
My quad flies on an ACE32 revision 6.
Has anyone got a copy of Base Flight Configurator? I've lost mine.
I've got Open Pilot.
Oh yeah, Open CC3D.
Yeah.
Those were the days. 1806 motors.
On Libre Pilot. I think it was Libre Pilot when I started. Yeah, Libre Pilot.
Nice.
Who remembers those 1806 motors that rattled really bad with the little Gemfan 5.3 plastic props?
On 2S.
Yeah. I had the Blackout Mini H. They sent me one. That's how I got into mini quads. They sent me one to review, and I thought, what on earth is this? And it was so much fun. It was I deliberately kept flying it into a tree because it was unbreakable.
Bruce, you can still get Base Flight.
No, you can't.
Can you?
I just put it into Google.
Is there a GitHub repository or something, is it?
No, but it looks... yes, there is a GitHub.
Well, there you go. It was brilliant base flight. No matter how well you tuned it, you'd be flying along and suddenly the quad would just pitch up and do all sorts of weird things. Those are the days.
Base Flight into Google, and about the third one is a GitHub.
Excellent.
Base Flight.
I'm afraid so. Well, I can see that the title for this video, the biggest streaming fail on YouTube. That'll get a lot of clicks. You'll get a lot of traffic. Yeah.
Mario, quick question. In the summer, I'm in Steiermark, in Fürstenfeld. Can we maybe meet? Yeah, let's
cross the fingers.
Do you know Keindl from Hartberg? That's where I'm going in the summer, hopefully. Yep. How should I drop you a message? Okay. Wait. Can I? Okay. In the video description or where? In the Zoom chat. Okay. Okay. Then I will definitely send you an email. Well.
If I fire up DJI Assistant and start updating my Vista, will it crash?
Okay, I swapped to probably very crappy laptop audio. How far down have we gone? Now even Catman left the room.
I'm looking for the cable. I'm trying to update my Vista.
Yeah, that's Windows Vista was never a very good operating system, so update it as soon as you can.
I work in IT, so I have to laugh at that one.
Yeah, you're the only one apparently. I very much enjoy it if one guy laughs at my jokes. That's all I can ask for. Oh, there is a nice little catty.
Oh.
He's the real cat, man. FPV.
Yeah, I've got some cats.
I've heard it's supposed to keep it on your
What flight controller actually supported base flight?
Wait, what flight
Nothing past Lace 32, I guess.
Yeah, I remember Lace 32. That was.
Bring the singer back. I will. They actually demand to bring the singer back in the Zoom meeting, so I will disable the lock the meeting. New participants can join. So if somebody fancies joining this funny round here, go ahead and sing us. But if this one annoying guy comes again, I demand that he shows himself to the camera, which he will of course not do.
Oh, man.
Okay.
So I have a question. I have an iFlight DC3, and I'm looking for a better picture quality. And I have the original stock DJI equipment, but I saw in the video that you are using filters in front of the camera. So if you see my copter now,
Yeah.
you see the camera, and I want to know which filter you are using to make such good videos.
I used, maybe I can show it, but I don't even have a camera now running. So hold on a second. We can integrate another cam here.
Yeah, sure.
There is a webcam. Where is it? It's now. I'm so bad at this. No, the webcam doesn't work. Anyhow, I just have Mavic filters, Mavic ND filters, and you have to use some double-sided sticky tape to make the lens wider, and then you just stick it on it. And try searching for Freewell Gear Mavic Pro filters, ND filters, or just any ND filters that you can get.
Okay.
Because I think the Freewells were quite expensive.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
You just need to make sure that it somehow fits, or make it DIY fit on the lens. The thing with the ND filter is you get some motion blur, which is a good thing for the grass, because if you fly over low grass, you have a lot of information there that you don't actually need. And if you blur this fast-moving grass out, then you can use, or the system uses the bit rate for other stuff that you actually want to see. So that was my whole point about why using ND filters is a good thing.
Yeah, and the point is that the iFlight DC3 has a dead cat style, so I've seen no props in the picture. So make then, in this case, the ND filter sense or not?
Yeah, sure. If you don't have props in the view, you have a better looking picture. You should use. Do you use the 50 Mbit mode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
50 Mbit mode and ND filter, like ND16 is a good all-around filter. ND8 or ND16. But of course, if it's in the evening, or if it's too dull, you want to remove the ND filter, because it then gets only grainy. But in general, I really very much enjoyed the picture I get with the ND filter is almost GoPro footage like then. It's very cinematic already while you fly, and that's really nice to have.
The interesting thing is that with the 50 megabit system, I think you can get a better picture of the DVR than from the onboard recording with the DJI, because that's only 40 megabits on the onboard recording. So you better just record in the goggles.
Yeah, and I actually I never had good experience with the air unit recordings, because they always stopped recording on me, even with the best of SD cards. So it never really worked quite well for me.
The only other problem I have with the DJI camera is it's got a really funny green profile. The greens come out too bright. You have to do a bit of work in editing just to drop those greens back a bit, or it looks a bit artificial, at least when I do it.
Okay.
But do I understand it right that the picture from the goggles is better than from the DVR inside the DJI system, which is implemented in the quad?
Yeah, in the 50 megabit mode, that's certainly true.
Okay, cool. Never checked it, but I'm quite new in the hobby, so sorry for that. I'm a father with a 3-year-old son, and actually have nearly no time to do this hobby. So today I used actually the time to participate this meeting. It's great, yeah. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, there's no more need for the air units really. The Cadix Vistas are smaller, cheaper, I guess, and maybe the air unit has a bit better range. I'm not too sure about this. That could be the only thing, because you have 2 antennas. But yeah.
The audio is good.
Has someone got a recommendation for camera to use to just generally record YouTube videos? Because I want to start that, but I haven't really got too good of a camera.
Maybe your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. I need something a bit more easier to get the videos from the device to the editing software and things like that.
Yeah, it's quite easy with the phone, like, actually. But I mean, the last thing I got was the Sony ZV-1, also -1. Sony ZV-1. It's a dedicated vlogger cam, but it's like 700 euros. It's quite expensive, maybe, but it's compact and it's really good quality. So I like it, and it has a really good autofocus.
Okay. Is it better to use GoPro or something like a camcorder?
I use I've always used a camcorder for my videos. They're just more versatile because you got lots of zoom, and they're small and light, and they have good battery life, and you can pick them up really cheap. You can get good second-hand HD camcorders, for a couple of $100, really cheap.
I found one for even cheaper by us in Austria. Basically new.
Yeah, that's a good option then.
Yeah. Well, it's a Panasonic, so probably very good actually.
Yeah, I used the Panasonic. I have a Panasonic HDC SD707.
Yeah.
But it's very old, but it was a good one. I enjoyed it.
I'm planning on getting a Panasonic HCV10.
I don't know what that is. I just bought a new Panasonic, which 4K, and but I started out with a Panasonic, an old one which I've lost, was around somewhere. But and then I went to Sony, and then I went back to Panasonic because I'm not a fanboy. I just choose the best camera that represents the best value on the day. And so Sony and Panasonic both make really good cameras, certainly in the camcorder lineup.
That's good. Yeah, I'm also not a fanboy, and I also jump between graphics cards and other stuff, and cameras. But lately, before the Sony, I liked the GH5, but the autofocus drove me crazy. Micro Four Thirds would be really a nice system, but the autofocus. So
yeah, the Panasonic autofocus has never been particularly good. Even the new, is it the S5? The autofocus on that isn't that flash either, apparently.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've gone for camcorder rather than mirrorless because this camcorder here, it gives me 24 times zoom. It's got built-in ND filters. It basically, if I was to do this with a mirrorless camera, I'd have to carry around a box of lenses, a box of filters, and also the battery lasts for 4 hours continuous operation, and it's light. So it's just convenience. I can vlog with this thing because it's light enough to hold it at arm's length, and I can do great stuff if I'm filming models or something. I can pull in equivalent of a 600mm lens on zoom, and the only thing you give up is it has a relatively it doesn't do shallow field of focus, so you don't get that was it bokeh effect, or as camera conspiracy would say, the Tony. It's not that there's no Tony, but that doesn't really matter much. And it's just, yeah, it's fantastic. I love this camera. It was a really good buy, but it is expensive. But you get 90% of the functionality out of a $200 camcorder as well.
Good advice.
I sent the photo of the camcorder I want to get in the chat.
Whatever camcorder you get, the other thing is, I don't think anyone mentioned it, is the microphone. But you can see Bruce has an awesome microphone on his, because the onboard mics of those things usually stinks. And audio is really important on YouTube. It's almost more important than your video being in 4K. If your audio sucks, people don't want to watch it.
Absolutely true. Nothing's truer. One of the things this is only a $60 microphone, but it's got a wind muff on it. It's got a dead cat, which, unlike you've got a live cat. I can see in the background, but this is a dead cat. this just cuts the wind noise. But the onboard microphone and camcorders is usually pretty good. It's certainly better than the cameras you get in a DSLR. But you can buy a plug-in. If you've got a camcorder or you're looking at a camcorder, see if you can get one with an external mic jack, just a little 3.5mm external mic jack, because that opens up a whole lot of possibilities. If you want to do like studio work where you're going to sit there and have the camera on the other side of the room, having an external microphone jack, you can plug in a wired mic or a little wireless one like the Rode or something like that. And that makes a huge difference, because most of the really bad videos are people sitting in a room and all the echoey sound. It sounds awful. It sounds very amateurish. So yeah, get good audio. And even for stuff like this, if you buy yourself a little, like this is another Boya mic, it was $130 or something, and it just makes it so much better than the microphone and the average webcam. And people really love good audio, and they'll forgive a whole lot of sins when it comes to the video. But audio is just, your sense of hearing is really important.
Thanks for the tip.
Skidoosh asked, can I fly low over high grass or only over low grass? What do you think?
Mow this bit over here for me if you want to. Peter Lesnick. Okay, I was just checking the chat window. Yeah, it's been really great for all of you guys, especially from you, Bruce, to hang on here with all those fails. I think we've nearly got it sorted, Mario. Next time it'll be perfect.
Yeah, I think so. I will try to improve this. But actually, I think the unstable wireless connection was the main cause for problems, because now I have sehr gute Verbindung, which tells me very, very good connection. Even if we have like Zoom going on with a lot of video, which was my initial idea, maybe it will work the next time.
Didn't all this trouble start when someone mentioned the FAA?
I was waiting for a ranty rant.
Possibly.
Oh boy. Okay. I didn't open the picture. I will check.
So all those people in the chat, would you like to see another stream like this, or maybe even a better one? Put your comments in the chat now. Both of the people watching should do that.
Put your comments in the super chat now.
Yeah. Highest bid wins.
Yeah.
If you send Mario $5, we'll do it again. If you send him $10, we won't.
Okay. It has been great. If there's not much else content, which I fear there is, we've talked about everything. I would.
Well, one thing I didn't know until the other day. When you go on a stream and the chat, there's often there's quite a lag between when you put something in the chat and the people on the stream recognize it. When you start a live stream, always click on the ×2 speed and you'll catch up, because quite often it's like 20 seconds behind. And if you click on ×2, it'll whiz up and so that there's very little lag between the chat and the actual video stream. So that's a tip I picked up the other day. It makes a huge difference.
Okay. There is in the live stream control room, there's an option if you want to have more buffer or less latency. So if you want
RC Ritter is the winner. He sent $2. $4. Twice. Look at that. Ooh, super chat. My hat goes off to you.
You won twice, yeah.
You won. Bruce, you didn't quite finish what you wanted to first say about tuning.
Tuning. I haven't had to tune a quad. So this is the only one I've had to tune because the motors were getting really hot. But usually I find that if you're using a modern F4 or better flight controller with beta flight, it's very uncommon, I've found, to have to actually do much in the way of tuning at all. Most of them I just fly stock and they're better than me. I
got the Blake Conspiracy 220. It has a NACE 32 revision 6 and it runs clean flight.
Well, I run clean flight on my NACEs. I don't use beta flight. Clean flight flies much better on a NACE 32. It really does than beta, because only you get the really old versions of beta flight, I think. But I'd say spend $30 and upgrade your flight controller to make a world of difference. Buy an F4 flight controller if you can. It'll make it into a totally different quad.
Okay.
Would have been great if you had won this flight control then.
Yeah, what a shame.
I think I've tried a giveaway once and it didn't work. Yeah.
Next time it could be you.
You can try to drop me a mail, Justin, and I will ask SpeedyB if they can send out 2. That's not a promise, but I will try. That could be a really good flight control for your copter.
Okay.
So.
And what should I write to you?
Just your mail address and. It's too early for your shipping address, but just to have your contact, and I will ask SpeedyB for a second. I don't know if they do it, but I can try. Would be nice.
Okay. So I should just write you my address, or?
Just write me a mail and say hi, and I will come back to you if I hear something good from SpeedyB. I hope so, and they should. Now the pressure is on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll guilt them into giving you one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great.
One last question. Can you do turtle mode on one shot 225?
I have no idea.
Shot.
Why would you need turtle mode? I've never needed turtle mode.
Turtle mode even on the DJI drone, Bruce. Did you notice?
Yeah, I saw that. I haven't tried it, but I always land the right way up. Even when I crash the right way up. Like my drone has never been upside down except in a flip or a roll. Honest.
Yeah, maybe it's if you're a freestyle pilot and crash a lot in bandos, there turtle mode is sure an option. I did never use turtle mode. At 1 or 2 occasions I wish I had turtle mode, but then I just stood up and walked there and it worked as well. So
it's also a good way to set fire to your motors and blow your ESCs, because if you're in long grass and try it, then the motor's stalled, quite often the results are not what you expect.
Maybe it's cool if you're stuck in a very large or high tree and have turtle mode, then you can unwind the twigs and get it off this way, but yeah, that's just...
It's mainly, I think, if you crash on top of roofs, where you're bando flying and you get stuck on a roof and it's upside down.
Sure.
Yeah, but don't forget, always make sure that your arming is enabled for more than the stock 30 or 60 degrees or whatever. Otherwise, you can't rearm it.
Yeah.
The thing is, I've only been flying for something like 2 or 3 months, and sometimes I do need turtle mode. Or at least I would have needed it.
Okay.
You say it runs one shot and not D shot? One shot? Is that what it is running?
Yeah, it supports one shot, but at the moment I'm still running PWM.
Yeah, with the nose you would be.
Yeah, but it does support one shot 125.
Oh, okay. Because as far as I know, you do need D shot to be able to do turtle mode. And I remember, and Mario will like this one. I remember when I upgraded all my Vortex 250 Pro ESCs, the ones that could do D-Shot, and I was so excited to use turtle mode. And then to be honest with you, I almost never use turtle mode. Like in ramp practice, I almost never use it. Like it was so fun to see it flip at the time. It was a pretty new feature. I was like, oh yeah, turtle mode. But then you actually end up using it.
You can get the same effect by going over, unscrewing the props and swapping the back ones for the front ones on one side.
Well, or use 3D props.
Yeah, it's not going to help.
Well, the 3D props could work.
But you still have to have the motors going backwards.
Yeah, that you can do in clean flight or beta flight.
If you've got something other than one shot.
Yeah. I think I'll get the first thing that I'll do is get from PWM to one shot.
Skidoosh says no, you cannot do turtle mode on one shot 125.
Okay.
And I think he knows this stuff.
Skidoosh just confirmed what I said. You can't do it. Have to have DSOT. Where's the boiling come from? Oh my god, this stream is awesome.
Yeah, isn't it great? This will go down in the history of YouTube.
I'm gonna throw this thing because when the hell am I gonna be on a stream with Bruce at the same time? Thanks for everything you do for the hobby.
Yeah, no worries, no.
I get to say it personally. I mean, like, when the hell am I gonna be able to do that?
No problems. I haven't been on a stream with John before, so it's good for me too.
One of the first videos I watched by you was you were showing the old school receivers with the crystals and all that.
Yeah.
It just blew my mind.
I'm sorry that I cannot show my video in the Zoom meeting because my cam is occupied by the OBS. The OBS also doesn't work too great, but I think it's really nice to have a few people and talk about FPV. Even more so in this world where we cannot really meet up that well. But yeah, we have a bit of distance on our occasional FPV meetings, and then we can anyhow meet up and go around flying. And I really look forward to go out and fly more if the weather permits soon enough. And now I got 2 DJI goggles, so I can have passenger view. Bruce, did you try the audience mode on DJI FPV with the second pair of goggles?
Yeah, I have on the FPV system. Yeah, does it work on the drone though? On the DJI drone?
No, there you would need 2 V2 goggles.
2 version 2s, yeah.
I'm not sure if it works at all. But what was amazing to me, and this was quite new, I was using audience mode when a friend flew up to a mountain. And in audience mode, you see how crappy the video of DJI can be if it doesn't do the retransmissions. And it was amazing to me.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that before. I was flying with a guy and he flew quite a long distance and the audience mode was terrible.
Yeah, yeah. And there you kind of appreciate their bi-directional communication with the goggles. It really changes a lot. Yeah. Okay.
No.
And Mario, do you think that for the V1 version, which I have, is it maybe later possible due to an update or something like this to get the video out so that someone else could see it on the phone or something like this?
Oh God, everyone wants to know that. Everyone wants that, man.
I doubt it because they're not even providing video out on the version 2s for FPV, only for the drone.
Mm-hmm.
I know from a friend that the functionality that the smart controller, do you know the smart controller which has this video out function, the $700 controller?
Yeah.
This thing is just an Android device, and a friend found out a way to root his Android phone and connect it via USB-C and then have this video out functionality. And they were planning to do some cheap DIY project with a $60 Raspberry Pi or something like that, I don't know. And in theory it's possible, but it's not too easy. But also what he told me, and he's a programmer, he told me it's amazing how sloppy the stuff in there is programmed in terms of the video out, and it's all quite easy to debug and get out there. But it will probably never reach the public because then DJI would probably come after you if you publish such things. But yeah, so yes, it would be possible in theory, but not too easy. And it's even not with the V2 goggles. It's also not possible for the V1 air units. I don't know if you heard this. It's only with when you're using the DJI FPV drone, then you have the video out on the V2 goggles.
Yeah, that's right.
And
I'm
that was
hoping.
a huge story for Bardwell, because he accidentally promoted this because DJI told him so, and then he even said he would buy the DJI sets that people bought after his recommendation, which I found very courageous from him. Yeah.
And ZBear99 has asked me, what video transmitter antenna combo would you use for the Caddx Ratel for plain FPV? There's really a lot of good stuff out there. It just depends on what you can get at the right price. As far as antennas, you can use one of the Pagoda types if you're not going to be flying overhead a lot, and they're pretty good. There's a lot. I've had pretty good luck actually. Mario didn't have such good luck, but with the Foxeer Lollipop Micro, that's working really well for me on one of my drones. I'm really surprised. And the standard Lollipops aren't too bad either. So yeah, most of the gear's pretty good these days actually. Just choose whatever is going to fit and whatever fits your wallet.
I wasn't too happy about analog video transmitters when I last tried them. I'm way too spoiled with digital. The only thing that really always stood up for me was the immersion video transmitters. I really don't want to help sell these products or promote them in any ways, but whenever I came back to my Vortex 250 with the integrated an HV Tramp or something like this, this always had the clearest image for me, maybe because it's an integrated system.
Clearest image for me. Mario, you and I can completely agree with that. And I know two other people who had Vortexes who also agree with that. There was just something that Immersion did with that build that made video from that thing super, super clean. The Vortex 250 was really ahead of its time. It really was.
Maybe it's just filtered well on the copter, so it's not the Tramp alone, but filtered well and integrated good.
Yeah, I think that's probably it. I think that's probably it as well. Yeah. I have a self-build too with a Radix. You ever hear the Radix?
No.
Brain FPV. Well, it's a really nice flight controller, and they have a really good power distribution board, and it's really, really clean on there too. But I've also got other quads that there's noise all over them, and it's just so hard to figure out. It really just depends on what you're running.
Yeah, good power is important. Any kind of noise on the power lines will really mess your video up. You get that little herringbone pattern or the little hard diagonal lines, and they vary with throttle. That ruins the whole experience.
Yeah, and that's totally away with digital, but in a way it's still there. You just don't see it. You just get a worse range maybe and worse bit rate on like sloppy DIY builds with DJI FPV, but you don't see it so easy anymore, right?
No, that's right. Well, the digital disguises, digital is, much better than analog like that. But I've got to say, the reason I like flying analog, and I still fly a lot of analog, is basically down to OLED goggles. I mean, OLED goggles, the picture is not as sharp, it's not as clear, but the colors and the contrast, it's just such a pretty picture that it's so much fun to fly it.
Yeah. I think they were hoping for the V2 goggles to have OLED screens, but I think they don't have. Or do they? I don't know this.
No, they're just LCDs. There's not much difference between the V1s and the V2s. The V2s appear to dual boot. So if you're in the FPV drone, it runs completely different software, I think, to when you're running with an air unit. But I certainly hope they bring out a version 2 air unit, which has the 4K 60 camera and the dual band operation. So they'll still work, with the... and if they bring out a version 2 air unit that works with the new transmitter, the new little tiny transmitter, I think it'll encourage more people to buy the DJI drone because it'll have a progression path. Once they've tied that drone, they can then use the transmitter and the goggles instead of just only being able to use the goggles.
Yeah. There's still a lot of people hoping for the V2 remote control to work with the version 1 air units. That would be nice as well, but we will see if this happens.
Yeah, I don't know that it will because I think Ian from Mads Tech was saying that they're still using with the new DJI drone, 2.4 gig is always active. There's something always being transmitted on 2.4 gig, even on when you're using it on 5.8. So maybe because the standard air units don't have any dual band capability, maybe that's what's restricting them from using that.
Yeah, it could be. And he also wrote somewhere that it were completely different teams at DJI that built the DJI drone versus the air units.
Yeah. Yeah, they do have a lot of fragmentation in their development teams.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Skidoosh, why don't you Zoom with us?
I'm just wondering if DJI was, well, maybe too early to say, but I worry that they may just not put that much more effort into the whole air units that we have now. They might just leave it alone for a while. Or who knows, like maybe they dabbled in this side of FPV for a while, and now their focus is just going to be this new drone, and they're not going to, you know.
This is quite well possible, yeah. And somebody said they made a lot of experience with the air units and put all of this experience into the drone now. But man, this home icon is so sexy in the DJI drone, right? Right, Bruce?
The what?
The home icon, the home location. Augmented
could have been a bit more an H. You know, I get the same effect flying analog if I stand under a rugby goalpost.
Under what?
A rugby goalpost.
Oh, okay.
I get exactly the same, and it doesn't
it's cheaper.
cost me $1,300.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Return from home is great when you pop it up in just new place and don't know where you are, and you're like, oh, and then you get lost. You're like, gosh,
we're still here, Fritz.
I brought the kids with me, so I figured I'd pop back in.
But it's something wrong with having a return to home on a freestyle drone. It scares me. It scares me. I had one failsafe behind a big tree, and that was okay. But you've got the option. You can rise up and return to home. You can hover, or you can do a landing. But for example, in the footage that DJI used to promote this drone, where you're flying out across the sea through a big sort of archway of rock, none of those fail-safe systems will be reliable, because if, for example, you decide you want to return home and it fail-safes under the rock arch, it's going to rise up into the rock arching and then crash back into the sea. If you have hover where you are, well, it'll just sit there till the battery goes flat and it falls in the water. And if you have auto land, it's going to land in the sea. So it's a bit of a worry. And I've had it as a fail-safe behind a tree. And if I was flying under the trees and it fail-safe and it had returned to home activated, it's just going to try and drill a hole up through the tree canopy before it comes back home. So I just prefer having a drone that my fail-safe is fall out of the sky, because I know you're made of carbon, you're not going to break.
Most serious pilots do it this way, I guess, yeah. But if you want to do long range, and if you want to have the chance to get the thing back, then return to home landing is probably a good option. What I was wondering about with the DJI FPV drone, even though they have obstacle avoidance sensors, they are not used on their way home in a return to home, which is kind of step back, right?
It kind of defeats the purpose, really, doesn't it?
So what is this obstacle avoidance for then? Just these fancy orange and red marks for the pilot to give him warnings, right?
Yeah, it's basically to tell you you're about to crash.
Yeah, you're fucked soon. They could also.
They told you so.
They could also use some little dollar signs as a crash indicator.
But yeah, like the simulator, where after every crash, it tells you how much it's going to cost you to repair the drone. But the thing that also amazes me, it's 2021. This is actually the only drone RC system I have which doesn't have voice telemetry.
Yes. Okay.
And I'm sitting there. You've got to keep an eye on the battery volt or battery percentage left. Keep an eye on the signal strength. Keep an eye on things. You've got to keep constantly scanning things. You have to poll that data. Whereas I much prefer to fly until my radio says, RSSI low or battery low or whatever.
Totally, yeah.
And then I can enjoy the immersive experience without having to be distracted by making sure I'm not getting too low on something. I can just program it and it'll tell me. I would have thought that for $1,300, given that you can buy $99 radios with OpenTX and voice telemetry, that we would have got voice telemetry with this.
Yeah, totally. I came to get used to the voice telemetry on my Tango 2 because on some of the builds or copters I have, I didn't have OSD capability on DJI because sometimes I mess up the soldering job bad. And then when I'm lucky, I have the crossfire with soldering still, with telemetry. And crossfire and telemetry, yeah, you have a lot of, and I love Oscar Liang's tutorials on how to program the damn OpenTX to give you all the right warnings when you need them and not on just RSSI low. But yeah, you know these tutorials. That's a great way.
Yeah, so it's pretty low tech in that regard. I am surprised.
Yeah, and also the battery warnings are nice on voltage. I want to try out getting battery warnings on a single cell voltage, which makes it easier if you have different kinds of batteries.
Yeah, you don't have to remember what's the critical voltage for 6S versus 4S. And,
yeah.
The profiles by cell count, right?
Yeah.
Different profiles by cell counts. So
it
changes the warnings. I figured that out last night, I think.
But you can implement this data in beta flight as well. So I have also the single voltage of 3.7 volts, and besides that, I have then 30.6 or what.
I found this out the other day, or someone told me this, and I need to implement this in my radio warnings.
Yeah, it works fine. Yeah,
it's really nice. And I did upgrade my my Tango 2 to the V3 board to be able to do whatever I want in the power section there, which I don't want to talk about further. But it's a nice option if you go long ranging and you know that your crossfire will stay 99% all the time. That's what I want to have.
So mine's usually about 40. I've flown down to 40 usually. What do you fly down to, Mario?
I never know because I'm confused between RSSI and link quality. Link quality being 300% and how it is shown in the DJI FPV. I think then it can be down to 40% or something like this. I read something on Oscar's blog about this recently, but it's still like confusing to me. Yep.
Telemetry is gone, then you should turn around.
Mario, just a question. For next time, if you're doing a giveaway, how do you actually enter in the giveaway in the stream? How does that work?
Oh, this time I fancied that I want to have like a lot of guys in the Zoom meeting, and I just roll the dice, and whoever is number 5, 6, or 7 in the Zoom window would be the lucky winner. That's what it was today. It was number 3, which was Fritz Ritter in America.
Okay.
You should do it. Or perhaps do it like BotGrinder does, where basically in the chat people type "gimme" and there's software you can run on the chat thing, which then pulls out. But when you can have hundreds of people entering them, because let's face it, next week we'll probably have several thousand people watching the stream, so you can't fit them all in a Zoom meeting.
I will try with my internet connection. I can.
After having heard about this stream and the fails that were in it, it'll be very popular.
Because I sort of got a when I maybe get the flight controller from you, Mario, I got to sort of actually maybe also explain to my parents how I got a flight controller for a FPV drone.
They will for sure think you stole it somewhere.
Where? Why should I steal it? I don't know anybody who flies FPV by us in Tyrol, and there's no FPV specific shops by us around in Tyrol. I only know one in Vienna.
But you have a lot of cool mountains over there, so there should be a lot of guys doing mountain diving. But since Trappy moved away from there, maybe there's a void.
What Trappy did you?
Trappy, TBS, Team Black Sheep, founder and owner, CEO of Team Black Sheep, is actually from
Raphael
Tyrol.
Perker.
Okay.
Right, yeah. You didn't know this as a Tyrolean.
The grandfather of FPV.
Yeah, right.
Well, on the Facebook group FPV Tirol, I've seen their logo on some places and that once because in one of the glaciers there's some snowboard contest, always, at least it was till 2 years ago, and there I once saw that there was a TBS logo, sponsor logo on one of the slopes.
Yeah, that
so
could as well be. Yeah.
I somehow had a tiny bit of an idea
just
that
watch
it
the
could
old
be.
TBS videos and you will see a lot of Tyrol locations from him with his wings diving down your mountains. So it was an inspiration for a lot.
Do you know anybody else who flies FPV in Tyrol? Or at least Salzburg?
Not at the moment, but I can try to send you some names in the mail later. I don't know.
There's a guy called Justin, I think.
Yeah, that's funny enough for me.
Oh, it's you.
Good one. Okay, to conclude this video, what have we learned today? And what can we improve for the next one?
I think we could improve everything for the next time.
No, not the content that came from the participants of this Zoom meeting. You guys were awesome, and you helped me through this a lot, especially you, of course, Bruce. But yeah,
I was just laughing on the sideline.
with all my IT background, I was still struggling a lot with modern IT. So we're creating stuff to solve problems that were not there before in the IT, as I say, or as it's an old saying.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Solutions looking for problems.
Yeah. That's
if you have a solution but don't have a problem, then make one.
Yeah. Okay, it was really nice have you guys all there, and I will take another short look into the chat over there. What was up in the chat? Sorry for not being able to read the chat. But yeah, it was awesome, even though the technical failures. And I will do this again. I don't know when. Next week is probably too soon. I will need to collect more research.
Give people
more
time to recover.
Yeah, I need time to recover.
Is required. Yeah.
Mario, I must say, I'm very thankful that I actually found another FPV guy in Austria, actually. An FPV YouTuber in Austria.
There are a lot in the. Maybe you should look in the Facebook groups. There are a lot Facebook FPV Austria, for example. You might find some FPV guys over there. So I know there are a lot, especially racing and FPV guys all over. But we didn't do a lot of meetings. We used to have an FPV meeting back in 2014. Think about this. 2014.
What?
Oh, nice.
Rita, you're from Austria?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brav.
Und
nicht schlecht.
Und kannst du noch Deutsch reden, Herr Ritter Friedrich?
My father came from Vienna. We moved when I was 18. My grandparents were in Vienna. My cousins are in Vienna.
Okay, so you stopped speaking German, or you don't actually speak German, right?
Ganz schlecht. 20 Jahre.
Kindermarken. Nicht Kindermarken. Rauschen verboten. That's all I know.
Order beer and food, and that's about it. Schnitzel and a gross beer, but
So do they still have kangaroos in Austria?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah.
No, they do not.
Koala bears
That's
and
about the
kangaroos.
old Bruce. I think that's about the oldest Austrian joke I know.
But you can eat kangaroos in Austria. Chinese restaurants serve these kangaroo and ostrich and everything.
Do you eat them with hop sticks?
That was a very good one. Hop sticks. Thanks, Bruce, for that one.
Okay. Bruce, can we agree this was the last joke in this stream?
Of course.
There shall not be any more fun than this.
Andy RC's in the chat.
Oh, Andy RC. He's a bit late to the party. And I literally invited everyone over my Facebook account, but it was a very unfortunate timing, I guess, as well. Most of the Americans are eating at this time. Yeah, and you will have your morning coffee then, Bruce, or did you have it?
Yes, I'll go and have a coffee.
Yeah.
And then I'll go out and watch the model jets that are flying this weekend, get some more video.
I will have to watch a few. I will have to catch up on your videos, especially on the DJI FPV drone video. I collected a lot of video, but I'm still not sure what I will tell in my review and if I do one at all. But I
should get my 2 next DJI videos will be up sometime today or tomorrow, so you can watch those. Click on the ads, subscribe, all that stuff.
Bruce, what I always wanted to ask you, do you have mid-rolls there?
No, there are no mid-rolls in my
Why
videos.
don't you have any
mid-rolls?
Mario?
Because I hate them, and I thank you, Mario, for not putting mid-rolls in your ads.
And I never did intentionally, you know this. But YouTube had its own mind there, or maybe it was not YouTube. It was full screen actually having their computer algorithms like putting ads in my videos, and I stopped this.
And since I haven't used mid-rolls, my average view count per video has gone up enormously. Actually, I'm getting far more views. My weekend videos used to get like 4,000 or 5,000 views. Now I'm getting twice that.
Okay.
I don't do bells, and anyone has ads midstream. Taking the bell off.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat asked if we can have Bardwell and Bot Grinder and still stay under 30 views. I could almost guarantee for this.
We specialize in staying under 30 views on this stream.
Staying under the radar, and everybody will bite his ass that he wasn't part of this amazing stream.
Yeah.
And for this reason, we will make this a one-time only stream. We cannot continue this.
Look at the FAA censoring us or something like that.
Yeah. Suffering your jocks, all you guys that didn't come.
Mario, next time you also invite Alex Vanover.
Alex Vanover, okay, from Rotor Riot.
Yep.
I don't stand. I can't stand him because he flies way better than all of us. I can't stand this competition.
I can't stand anybody then. They all fly better than me.
No, I think Bruce, you fly better than me. I think I fly the worst out of all of us.
I wish
you're young, you can still learn.
Yeah. Well,
are you talking to me, Mario?
Pardon?
Are you talking to me?
Sure. Okay, Andy. Thanks for stopping by there, Andy RC. DJI drone review. Andy, did you already do a review? I didn't see it. And with DJI reviews, how crazy was this? In my subscriber feed, I had like 20 or 30 videos at the same time when this thing came out. I mean, of course, it was the press embargo was lifted and everybody timed their videos.
I heard just through the grapevine that some of the social influencers who reviewed the DJI product were given quite a bit of DJI credit for their reviews. So if it's true,
that's normally how it goes if you are large enough. So you should make a lot of money with reviews, Bruce. You should.
Yeah, they didn't give me any credit, and I wouldn't have taken it anyway. But it does explain why some of the reviews tend to be glossing over some of the weaker points of the craft. But fear not, I won't be doing that.
Bit of editing.
Yeah, no, but the really large YouTubers get crazy amounts for showing anything in YouTube. That's just the way it goes, and it's. I heard recently that it's almost bigger than in TV. The chances you get with enough followers. Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm thinking of pivoting my channel, changing the focus to a beauty vlog. I think I'll be doing beauty vlogging. Guy liner, polish. You know.
You lost this to Le Trip already, Bruce.
Yeah. Oh yes, he's
and Bot Grinder, of course.
Oh, Bot Grinder, he does it with style.
Yeah.
Le Trip is a nice guy.
Yeah, sure. But
And his girlfriend's really good at crashing DJI drones.
I haven't seen that video yet.
Oh, you should go and watch that one. She crashes into a pole.
Yeah, but it was not a crash, that was fake.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's really time to end this while it's still good. From here it can only go down.
When you start at the bottom, Mario, you can only go up.
Yeah.
True.
No, we had the
Because you
highs
can't
there.
fall down further.
It's been very enjoyable stream. One of the best streams I've been on for a long time. And I go on quite a few streams. So
it was really nice, but just because of the people and not because of the tech. And that's probably a very good thing that we can take out of this stream, that people is what matters in the hobby and everywhere. And
it was great to be on a stream with John and Fritz and Justin.
First
on YouTube,
time
Mario.
For me too. Thanks a lot to all of you guys.
Stream. Two of my big and you, Bruce and Mario, I'm very big fan of both of your channels.
That speaks for you, of course.
Good taste.
And I'm sure he'll recover his senses soon.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so have a great weekend, all of you guys. I'm kind of disappointed now that I cannot be on camera anymore. All my cameras died apparently. But yeah, you know my face already. Thanks a lot for staying on this stream so long, especially you, Bruce. You wasted your whole morning now. It was really nice. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for actually making a stream everybody can enter in.
Yeah, it was. First it was terrible, and then it worked. At the end it worked as I thought, like in a way that we can see each other and talk to each other. But yeah, maybe it will be better next time.
When's the next one coming? In 2 weeks?
I don't have any plans now.
Okay.
But maybe there's some pressure after this stream and after Bruce pushes this like crazy. But I'm not sure if I can live up to this hype then.
But can you maybe make it at about roughly the same daytime again, maybe?
Yeah, but maybe not Friday, but rather Saturday, where more people would have time. I guess it would be better then.
Yeah, Saturday evening is better.
Yeah. Okay.
Then
thanks a lot, guys.
Bye.
We have
was a
to
pleasure.
Chatting with you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
See you all later.
Yep.
Bye.